What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Addicted to Madden channel. Coming at you with some more gameplay. I'm the Dolphins, he's the Cowboys. I don't mind playing against the Cowboys. They're a pretty strong team. I think they made DeMarco Murray a little bit better than what he really is, but they're not impossible to beat. I've got some games where I've beaten them, some games where I've lost to them, but they're not bad. It's usually gonna be a pretty good game when you're playing against the Cowboys. And you see that that pass I hit off in the beginning there to get an early lead going. I called this game the COCKiness, and you got to say it like the COCKiness. The reason why I call it that, this guy was he was one of these guys that goes for 2-point conversions for no reason, does onside kicks for no reason, does hurry up offense for no reason, and I'm not really sure why people play this way. And I don't have anything against it, you know, it's not like it's not cheating or anything like that, but it's just not that wise to play that way. And I don't know, I don't really know why people play that. I don't know if they think that it intimidates the opponent to play that way or what, but I think it's a stupid way to play. Right there's a 2-point conversion that he missed, and then he goes for an onside kick that he failed to get. You know, I don't really get it. So it's 7-6 me, and we're not even a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. We've already got 2 scores. Mine was just off of a big play, whereas his, like I said, he does, no huddle, and he does it for no reason. There's a time and a place to go no huddle. There's a time and a place to do onside kicks, and I don't mean just onside kicks like at the end of the game, when you're down by scores and you need to do onside kicks. I mean, there's a time and a place where even in the middle of the game I might do an onside kick, or I'll do that short squib kick and hope that it bounces off your first guy so that I can recover it. But there's a method to that madness. But this, I don't understand, like when he just went for it in the beginning. But anyways, I get that touchdown right there, 14-6. Getting near the end of the first quarter, and he's doing his no huddle again for no reason at all. If that's the way he plays, that's fine. You could do that, but it doesn't. The one thing I don't like about these kinds of games where somebody goes no huddle, it takes forever. This is a long video. Actually, this is probably the longest gameplay that I have, and I had to go to max coverage for some of what he was doing. He was a good player. That's why that's why I'm trying to say he's a respectable player. And I had a hard time playing him, and I certainly don't. I'm not trying to say that he was a scrub, because he wasn't a scrub. He was a good player, and very tough opponent to play against. But just I don't understand that type of gameplay. Going no huddle and going for 2-point conversions. Now that 2-point conversion that he got makes a little bit more sense. He was trying to tie up the score. He's lucky he got that though, because if he would have missed that, then he would have been down by 8, and then that basically would have been the rest of the game. That would have been the end of the game right there, because if I score more touchdowns, I'm only going for 1, so I would always have that 1 point on him. But so he got the 2-point conversion, and that's fine. So I'm a very pass heavy guy, and I always like to pass, and I like to pass deep, not short pass. I try to get like maybe 10 to 15 yards per play, but his defense was okay. He was coming out, he was trying to mix it up. Sometimes he played man, sometimes he played zone, and sometimes he would blitz. And that's Heartline right there with another good catch. He must have really good hands. I haven't even looked at his hands rating yet, but it must be really, really good, because I've been using the Dolphins for quite a bit now, and he always makes really good catches, like spectacular catches, even more so than Michael Wallace does. So he's a really good receiver, and I'm glad that he's on the Dolphins, because when you're running a pass-heavy offense, you need guys with hands, and he definitely has that. So I toss it wide there, and I get the touchdown, and he's going to get the ball with 2.5 minutes to go. See, that's a situation right there, that little squib kick I did. Now that one I was doing in the hopes that, because I know he's going to play hurry up anyways, and my plan is for him to go ahead and score, do whatever he's going to do, and then hopefully I'll get the ball back with some time left, and then I can score again, and then because he's going to get the ball at the half, so I want to be the last one to score. I don't want him to tie the game and then we go into half like that, because then he has the advantage. So I would rather that he's if he's going to score here, fine, but then I want time to score so that I can come back and then be up by, if it's just a field goal, fine, but I prefer to be up by a touchdown. That way the best he can do is just tie the game when he gets it, and then I will be in control of the game again. So he does a lot of running here, and he goes ahead and scores, and that's fine. That actually played in right exactly as I wanted. So I'm moving the ball, and minute left and counting. It's tied up in the second quarter, and I'm just gonna move the ball down the field here, see if I can get at least a field goal, but I'd like to get a touchdown. And I actually did that route right there. What I did was I put my running back on a swing route, and then I moved him out to the slot. And if they're playing man to man, it almost works like a sharp wheel route, because he'll basically go to the sideline, and then he'll stand there and he'll freeze, and then the defender will stop, and then all of a sudden he'll cut it back in and be wide open. So that's a good route to that people should run if if you like to whenever you're playing against man to man, take your running back, put him on a swing route, and then put him in the slot, and that'll always be there. So the problem here, my plan was to be up 28-21 going into the half, but I left him too much time, and like I said, he's a really good offensive player, that he was able to get down the field and score anyway. So now he ties it up, and he goes for 2 here, and he gets it, and that's fine, it's whatever. So I get the ball here, and the reason why I'm backed up here is I got a clipping penalty on the kickoff. So I wanted to see if I can maybe get a touchdown. I tried to throw a screen, but basically it looks like it's just not going to happen. So I'm going to have to accept going into the second half, losing, and he gets the ball. And since he gets the ball with the lead in the second half, he has control of this game, basically, because he can go ahead and get up by, he got that 2-point conversion, so even if he just goes for, just a 1-point extra point, he'll still be up by 8 points, and then that's now essentially 2 touchdowns. It's 1 score, but I basically have to get a touchdown and then get the 2-point conversion, which is basically 2 touchdowns, which is a lot to ask for. And I'm going to have to do a better job of managing the clock, because he's already shown that he's, that he can just get down the field in a matter of seconds. So I'm going to have to leave him. If I can somehow manipulate it where I can end up being the last one to score, I need to leave him no more than like 30 seconds. So I got that nice user fumble there. There's also a user fumble. I'm the one that did the hit stick. And I was not expecting that to work on Dez Bryant, because Dez Bryant's a pretty strong guy. I didn't think he would be the kind that would actually cough up the ball like that. So I'm surprised they gave me that. But nevertheless, I needed it. I needed that stop. So now I have control of the game, because now I have the chance to get the lead, control the clock, and then as long as I have the lead at any point in the second half, I can control the clock and basically control the game and win. So I tried to go for 2 there, and I couldn't get it. From 2-yard line, I tried to dive over the pile with the QB sneak, and it's not from 2 yards out. It might work, but it doesn't always work. From 1 yard, you have a better chance. If it had been 1 yard away, I think I would have had it. But from 2 yards out, sometimes that's a lot to ask for. So I'm up by 5, and we're almost done with the third quarter. And he's moving down the field as usual. And that was actually a really good catch there. I'm surprised whoever that was held on to it. And he eventually punches us right in, and so he is going to go for 2 again, which he should, because then that way he could be up for a field goal. So by a field goal. It's going for 2. There's times when I can understand why he did it, but then there were times when he did it for dumb reasons. And it's your own risk. It's a risk that you could take if you want to play this way, where you always go for 2. Then fine, but don't be surprised if it comes back to bite you. So we're getting near the end of the third quarter. That was a 4th and 1, and I guess he thought I was gonna, QB sneak it or do some sort of a halfback dive or something, but he blitzed everyone and left my tight end completely uncovered. So I hit him right away, and then I hit him on a nice zig route there. And again, this is my plan. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter. I score a touchdown. And I just went for the extra point there. I didn't go for 2. So I still have a 4-point lead. And my plan here, being in the beginning of the fourth quarter, I want him to go ahead and score, and he's going to do his hurry up, so that's fine. But I've gotten better at milking the clock, but I'm going to have to do an even better job when I get the ball back of milking it even better to make sure that he has absolutely no time, because his offense is so strong that he can get down the field, the full length of the field in seconds. So he's doing a lot of running, and I think he's trying to possibly milk the clock as well, because he wants to play and he wants to play ball control as well. So he's a smart guy. He's a smart player. But then right there, I go ahead and just let him score. You know, I figure 2.5 minutes to go. I can go ahead and milk that. And so he's going to go for 2. And this is a critical time. I went ahead and went max coverage, complete max coverage. And, you know, because I really, you know, I mean, I always go max coverage anyways, but I was getting really tired of him going for 2. And he gets a penalty there. He completes that pass, but that receiver went out of bounds. So he doesn't get the 2 points. So now all I need is a field goal. I have 2.5. He basically just saved me 30 yards. And that's how, you know, that's how that can bite you in the butt. He got a little too cocky. And I don't know why he went for 2. Like I said, he just got a little too cocky for his own good. So now all I need, I mean, he just saved me 35 yards instead of needing to go all the way down the field and get a touchdown. I mean, sure, I could get a field goal and tie it and go to overtime, but I don't want to do that. So now all I need, now right there, I could have scored a touchdown if I wanted to, but again, I want to milk this clock. And since all I need is a field goal, I go ahead and kick it right there. So, you know, he lost it. His cockiness got in his way, and he ends up telling me that I got lucky and, you know, that the call was bull, but the call was correct. If you go back and look at it, that receiver did go out of bounds. So that's his fault, you know. And so for those of you that play that way, you know, don't play that way, because there's going to be games you're going to lose simply because of that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and there will be more coming soon. And I'm out. Peace.